We begin with a vibrant story in upstate New York. No boring beige for this gal. When it comes to decorating her home, there's no such thing as too much color. There are some people in life who are absolutely fearless when it comes to color and design. Auburn, New York's Jessie Kline is one of them.
She's always had a funky style.
As a creative consultant, Jessie doesn't just have an eye for design. She looks for possibility. She is equal parts artist, bargain hunter, and inventor.
I can see the potential in things, like it might be on the side of the road sometimes, and I'll just see it and see value in it.
Jessie grew up in this 1890s Victorian farmhouse, but when her dad gave her the house 10 years ago, Jessie, along with her husband Greg, wanted to make the place their own.
My parents were hippies and were very creative, very colorful characters, so my true bones are in color and style.
The Jessie Kline experience begins the moment you walk to the front porch.
Privacy screens are key. These are marine buoys that we found in Key West.
And inside the house?
This is the entryway to our home, and what we wanted to do was create an intimate space for our friends to gather, take a load off, have some conversation. So we have this seating area here. When people first come in, if they haven't been here before, they're pretty much overwhelmed. Kind of stops them dead in their tracks, and they're like, okay, there's a lot to take in here.
It's a clashing collision of textures, form, and color. A collision that works.
Color is obviously key, and we wanted it to be as welcoming as possible.
From fabric swatches on the ceiling to necktie window treatments, the house is a collaborative collage between Jessie, Greg, and several local artists who've left their fingerprints on the walls.
There were a lot of things going on in here. The whole room was happening in here, but this wall needed a lot of attention. And Jessie asked me if I'd paint it, and I said I'd love to.
Don't forget to look up. Every square inch of Jessie's house is touched by art, even the ceilings.
So when I moved into the house and it was all white and we took the week off of our friend Al Auger to begin the transformation, the first thing he did was this double kind of shark's tooth pattern line that he brought all the way around the room. And when he completed the loop, I was like, hey man, that looks great. I thought it was done.
And I said, oh honey, we are just getting started.
The kitchen ceiling is another showstopper.
A lot of people have in reaction laid down on the kitchen floor and looked at it because, I don't know, it's a little overwhelming to just look up.
Not everyone involved with the house was an artist. The floor guy was nervous about Jessie's request to mix up the linoleum kitchen tile.
We just asked him just to put it down randomly, and he was just completely flustered by that.
He was floored, literally.
When it came to window treatments, Jessie used cost-effective ingenuity.
Go back to the 5th grade, and these are just basically 2 pieces of wax paper, and you could put whatever in between to create the decorative element, and take an iron to it to give you the heat to make the 2 pieces adhere.
Mosaic steps lead the way upstairs, past a mural of, you know, the typical rendition of aliens in underpants. All of Jessie's sources of inspiration are upstairs, in a room she calls the archives.
Where things go that don't necessarily have a home at the moment, but could have a home tomorrow, and hopefully will. My life is art. I'm surrounded by art. It's my environment. It's the way I choose to live.
Under Jessie's inventive gaze, anything goes.
I mean, a lot of people wonder why, and it's like, why not? Why choose to live a boring, plain, cookie-cutter existence?